So while I have him here, because it's rare, so I'm going to take the opportunity because he's usually not feeling well. We're going to talk about how Rob was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic colon cancer. It's terminal, non-curative cancer.
This sounds so hard.
So back in January, he started having stomach problems and he went to the emergency room and they told him he had diverticulitis and they sent him home with antibiotics. We didn't know it at the time, but the colon cancer had already metastasized to his liver. Twice in March he went back.
Yeah.
And he had CAT scans both times. The tumor on his liver had even grown. They didn't tell him that he had a tumor on his liver. They told him he had diverticulitis, and again, twice they sent him home. Said you're good. You have diverticulitis, and
Antibiotics.
Go home. Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3 CAT scans that all showed that he had a tumor on his liver, and they never told him, me, anybody. They just sent him home with antibiotics. And that whole time, the cancer was growing. On April 28th, he got admitted to the hospital because he, again, got really sick. He was in the hospital for what?
4.5 days.
4 days. They told him he had diverticulitis and C. diff, which is an infection in your gut. And they just loaded him on antibiotics. The minute he could eat a turkey sandwich, and mind you, they did not call any GI doctor, they did not do any further tests. They said, this is what you have, diverticulitis and C. diff, gave him antibiotics, and sent him home. That was a Thursday, May the 1st. May the 2nd, he went to the GI doctor that they recommended, and she said what? What did she say to you, honey?
Yeah, I need to stop taking my pain medication.
Because he's constipated.
Yeah. It'll constipate you, so you're not having trouble going to the bathroom. Meanwhile, there was a blockage in there.
So.
And a spot on my liver.
Yeah.
Which she also saw and brought up.
So May 3rd, he got so sick, I had to call a friend of ours to help me get him to the hospital. And this time, so mind you, this is 2 days later. This time, they did a CAT scan and they told us that he has colon cancer. They didn't say the stage or anything like that.
So
They just
all of a sudden that the picture was clearer now and they can see it.
And that he has
2 days later.
Yeah, that he has a full bowel obstruction because the tumor caused a bowel obstruction, and that he would have to have surgery immediately. The doctor that had him in the hospital for the 4 days came down and apologized to us relentlessly. He said, I'm so sorry, I love people, that's why I'm a doctor. Like, it was really bad. And 3 hours later, they shipped him to St. Francis Hospital in Hartford, and that is where he's remained for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And they did more testing, of course, and they found out that it was stage 4. It was metastasized to his liver. They tried to do surgery to remove it, but when they opened him up, they realized the spread was farther than they had initially thought, and they closed him back up. And then he got a blood clot in his lung and pneumonia and went on a ventilator for 2 weeks. Then all his stitches and sutures exploded because he coughed so hard, so you had to have a freaking bowel resection. What the hell?
Yeah.
And that's, yeah. So while he was on the ventilator, they asked me, how far do you want to go with this? How much longer do you want to continue this? Because every time we try to let him breathe on his own, he fails. And I told them to turn the anesthesia down so that I could talk to him, essentially, and they did. And what did you tell me?
So I was tired. Yeah, no more ventilator.
No more ventilator. So,
So they could trach me, but that'd be it.
miraculously, 2 days later, they called me and said, "Get to the hospital now. He's gonna make it. He's coming off the ventilator." By the time it was time to bring him home, he could not walk on his own from the bed to the wheelchair. He was so weak. He had lost so much weight. It was like looking at a picture from a concentration camp. It's too much. And they told me that he could come home, or he could go to a facility, but if he came home, that I would have to care for him, because this man, this very strong man that ran a home maintenance business and carried us, couldn't make it to the bathroom on his own anymore. That fast. This all happened that fast. And now we're fighting. So, that's the story of how Rob was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic colon cancer. And that's where we're at.
Yep.
I love you. We're gonna be okay. Right?
Yep. It'll happen.
It'll happen.